How can you keep your mind silent in your meditation? It is very important to do so because without inner silence, there is no true meditation going on. True meditation is a state of being. We should even call it meditativeness rather than meditation. And it happens when first your mind is utterly silent. The more that your body is still, the more that it helps. But you can also be in meditation in movement. But for now, let's just focus on how to be still, sitting down in your meditation. The first thing to understand, to keep your mind silent, is a very simple science. There is a mathematic formula that applies to the mind. It is the fact that you cannot take away, you cannot subtract things. You can only do addition, you can only add things into the mind. So let's say that you will have a cup that is filled with orange juice. It's your mind. The orange juice is the noise, the mind chatter. And you want silence. In this case, let's say that carrot juice is your silence. There is no way to just take your cup and pour away the orange juice to then pour the carrot juice that you want. Instead, what you must do is pour carrot juice in the orange juice until all the orange juice spill, and then you end up only being left with carrot juice. Similarly, if you forcefully try to use your mind and say, I don't want to think, stop thinking, it's not working. You cannot suppress them at first. You need to develop a certain skills. So what you must do is use something else, add something else in your mind, in your whole system, that at some point will overcome the thinking and become more dominant than your thinking, thus creating silence. But the thing is, if you use the mind, if you sing a mantra, if you do anything at all with your mind to silence your mind, it's not meditation, you're just doing a cheap mind game, you're cheating yourself. You need something that will not be of the quality of the mind, something else. And if it is something that you cannot always use, then you will be a slave to it, because as soon as you will lose it, you will lose your meditativeness. There is only one thing that you can be assured that you will have for the rest of your life until you die, and it is the breath. It is proven scientifically that the way you breathe is connected to the way you think and the way you feel. So when a yogi is very meditative, deeply centered in his core, still in his mind, in his energy, in his body, his breath is very slow, very steady and rich, fully inhaling and fully exhale out as slowly as possible. So you could go on and just wait until you become meditative and this breath happen by itself, which can take a long time, especially at first. Or you can reverse the whole formula and start to copy the way that the yogi will be breathing when he is meditative, so that you become meditative as a consequence. So all that you have to do to silence your mind in meditation, it's actually using the first route of meditation, the main method that everyone should be using when they start, if they want to develop true skills beyond pretending, which is to simply control every second of your inhalation and of your exhalation by your nose as slowly as possible. That's all. It's not about watching the breath, that's not enough. It's really about the action of controlling every millisecond of inhaling and exhaling. That's all you have to do. And it's always going to work. If you just keep it up for long enough, your mind will become silent. It's okay at first if you forget, you'll forget a couple of times to control your breath. And every time that you're aware you're forgetting, you get back at it. Your consciousness expands, you're getting better at it. Just keep growing every day, at every meditation. And the reason that you go on thinking all the time is because of a phenomena that is known as the monkey mind. There is a little monkey in your mind that narrates your whole life. Whatever you see, whatever you do, whatever anyone do, the monkey in your mind always narrates what has been done. The monkey in your mind comment on what has been seen. And this monkey never stops talking. But this monkey cannot sit and meditate with you. And this is why you give it a task. You give it the task of controlling the inhalation and exhalation of oxygen as slowly as possible. And at some point, your monkey mind will be so immersed in the task of controlling your inhalation and exhalation that he will become quiet. He will stop to comment on everything. So this is the key. Simply use this method, and I guarantee that if you do it for long enough, you don't cheat yourself, you don't get lazy about it, you truly do it until your mind becomes silent, it will work. It is the first step. Once you master silence by using the breath, only then you are ready for the other method. So let me know how you feel about the method. If you want to try it, if you already did try it, let us know in the comment. Let's encourage each other to meditate on a daily basis. And remember that what is giving power to your mind over you is your attention, is you caring. If the mind just think about, oh, I saw a pigeon flying yesterday, you don't care, so this thought is just gone. But if your mind think about a trauma, about a memory that affects you negatively, suddenly you give it your whole attention. You become a 5-star motel. You give it all the best service of the world. So of course, the thoughts are going to stay with you. You must ignore them. They will go on knocking on your door. And as they will notice that you're not answering anymore, they will still knock a little bit, less and less, until they just give up and leave you alone. So just don't identify with them. Understand that you are not thinking. You are observing your thinking, believing that you are thinking, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But don't think, right? So just disidentify. No, it's not you. Don't give it your attention. Whatever you think about, don't care. There is no good thought. There is no bad thought. You don't have to change a bad thought for a good thought. You don't have to think about anything in particular. You just let go of the whole thinking itself. You don't care anymore. All that you care about is controlling your breath. So if you are still here, thank you for watching until the end. Make sure to like and subscribe, because every Friday a new video comes your way for your spiritual awakening. I am Simon, and together we grow spiritually beyond pretending. Hare Krishna.